So they've been sitting on the sidelines going, this whole online e-commerce thing is probably a fad, and we're just going to let Amazon take over that, and we'll keep the brick and mortar. No, that's not what they've been saying. They got surprised out of the gate 20 years ago-ish, right? And Amazon took over, and they said, okay, we get it. We made a mistake there. We stumbled a little bit, but we're the biggest retailer on the planet, and we are going to bide our time, and we are going to be patient, and we are going to build our online marketplace, and then we are going to attack. And that's what they've been doing. Okay. So their online marketplace is growing like crazy, $42 billion in sales in the past 12 months, 300 million plus monthly visitors, and they're growing insanely fast. But something's happened in this past year, which has made them decide now is the time to attack. Now is the time to put our foot on the accelerator, and we're going to zoom forward. And you might think, well, who cares? Well, we care because one of the ways they're going to zoom forward is they're going to let people like us and potentially you take advantage of their marketplace, just like Amazon did 20 years ago, okay? And so they are going to let third-party sellers like us, okay, come in and sell on their platform and get free traffic and have the opportunity to get in, get our foot in the door early, be an early adopter here, like we did with Amazon, and potentially make a ton of money and carve out a place that we own in the Walmart marketplace. And the second thing that has happened, which is related, okay, is that buying patterns behavior has changed, and in a fundamental way. What happened is this past year, with all the supply chains issues and with all the increase in e-commerce, right, which is good for all of us who sell online, what's happened is people went to Amazon, and they're used to being able to type in anything and find it. They find anything, they can get it in a day or even same day if they live in Chicago or New York or something, and they can get it at a decent price, probably not the cheapest, but it's a price they can live with, and it's just easy. And so you have a whole host of people that just sort of, whenever they think of e-commerce, they think of Amazon. That's the only place they ever went. And that's fine, because in the Kibo Code model, for years, we lived on the outskirts of Amazon, right? Because we're everywhere but Amazon in the Kibo model. And we lived on the crumbs outside of Amazon. But those crumbs are big because the e-commerce, market is huge. So it's all good. Everybody's happy. And then, when COVID came along, everybody's still happy because those crumbs got bigger, and it's great. And then Amazon got bigger. That's great. However, Amazon broke, because what happened with all the increased volume and the supply chain problems, people they typed it into Amazon, and all of a sudden it's not there. Or, oh my gosh, I can't get it for 2 weeks. What? Or the price is through the roof because of supply and demand issues, right? And so all of a sudden people are like, oh, well, maybe I should just look elsewhere. I'm going to go now to Walmart, to Target. I'm going to go to Newegg, BH Photo. I'm going to go to Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to go to Instagram, Pinterest. It doesn't matter, right? So all of a sudden, people are now trained to go outside of Amazon. So who do you think that benefits? Well, that certainly benefits the Kibo model, because we live everywhere but Amazon. So yeah, now our crumbs are even bigger, right? And so, but it also helps Walmart, because that's why they've decided that now is the time. These behavior patterns are changing. Amazon is vulnerable. We're going to push our foot on the accelerator and take over the world. And I think they'll do it. I think that they will probably equal Amazon at some point in the near future. And if you're lucky enough to get involved in some way where you can start to be a vendor, a seller, who takes advantage of that, along with all of these other advantages, you're going to be sitting pretty. That's for sure. And something like Walmart, it's early days even for us. We just started selling on Walmart last year. It pours rocket fuel on our core, components. And just to give you an example, I mean, our best week on Walmart, 160 grand. Our best month, 220. It's staggering. And it is not an overstatement to say it is the most exciting set of developments that I have seen in 20 years.
Yeah, it really is. And just before we go any further, guys, give me a yes in the question box if this is making sense to you. And I want to make sure that you're following along. And one other thing I'll add is that even if Walmart doesn't get to where they're